Shout out to Instablog Niger for putting this out. Shout out to Instablog Niger on Instagram. And these are sizable books. They are minimum 200 pages. You can download them absolutely for free by simply going to, for example, this one, you just go to getmymarriageback.com, smartrealestatewholesaling.com, realestatemoneysecrets.com. So yes, I am a 3 times author, and those books are out there for your consumption, and they are also available everywhere on Amazon, anywhere that you pick up books. So in case you prefer a physical book like that. All right, welcome back. Welcome. This is Ola coming to you live from my Empire Pro Studios. So let's talk about this pastor. All right, so we have a situation here. We have a situation at hand. A pastor got caught drug trafficking. All right, now why am I want to talk about this? I want to talk about this because I want to talk about sustainability for us, especially as men. And if you're a lady, shout out to you, it works as well. Please go ahead and share with your friends who are men, ladies, all of that. We're talking about that. We're talking about men of prestige, right? So men of prestige, ladies, prestigious ladies, all of that, right? So a lot of things are predictable to me. I'm starting to humble myself. I used to say, up to literally yesterday, I was just speaking with my wife, and I'm changing it up a little bit. I used to say these things are obvious, right? But I'm finding out that they're not as obvious to even some of the smartest people. Let me tell you something. I'm speaking from a place of results, okay? I tend to ramble all over the place a little bit, all over the place. But you may want to put a little extra effort in paying attention to what I am saying, because I'm speaking from a place of results, personal results, right? And results of people that I have real life examples, case studies, people, clients that I've coached, right? And I'm speaking from a place of results, not just recorded random laboratory data, right? A lot of things are predictable, especially those of you that live in a third world country. When you have pastors, jobless pastors, creating platforms for spiritual madness all over the place, you really, really, really need to be careful. The spirit of discernment is a real thing. So this cut across board. We're talking about your spiritual life. We're talking about your love life. We're talking about what kind of gurus you subscribe to, their ideologies. You need to tune up. Make sure that the ideas you're creating for yourself are solid. See, I don't give you ideas to just regurgitate. I want to give you my own insights. I give you game out of how I move, and then you have game already. You just need to adjust to get the result you're looking for. Not just because there's a certain type of result you're looking for. There's a way you move in this society. It's not about right and wrong. It's not about telling the truth, bro. Telling the truth should be a bare minimum. But your entitlement to the fact that you're telling the truth is the problem. You think because you're telling the truth that suddenly you're entitled to the world. And that's a problem. Because the world doesn't work like that. Okay? The world works as an ecosystem. Energy is neither created nor destroyed. So when I see people shoot off, like this, pastors like this, right? When I see them take off and they become popular overnight, it could be a YouTube channel. It just takes off, and it's moving so fast, right? And, there's usually trouble, it's going to crash and burn, right? And if you look at some of your favorite platforms, you go see how much work they put in. All you have to do is go to their YouTube homepage, click on the videos tab, and sort by popularity. No, sort by oldest. Okay, sort by oldest, and you see their first video. You could probably see that it's quite a few videos into the past, right? And you can see where they're coming from. You can see the humble beginnings, right? And but a lot of people just want their cake and want to eat it right now. They want it fast, simple, easier. They want, like, right now, result, instant gratifications. And you have a lot of young pastors like this, and they're very obvious to me when I see them. I don't care how holy it may sound. I don't care if it's actually authentic. Like he didn't do any kind of witchcraft type of anything, or dark powers from the place of darkness. He built something extremely fast. He's gonna crash and burn on his face. Something is off about that. And this is one of them. So here's the story of this guy. Let me read this quick story for you before I go to show you some of the drama. So NDLEA, I don't know what they call it here in the United States, but it's basically the people that manage the trafficking of drug and things like that, right? Arrest church general overseer with 54 sticks of drugs wrapped around his body. The general overseer of Christ Living Hope Church, Reverend Ugochukwu Emmanuel Ekwem, this is in Nigeria, by the way, for those of you who are not Nigerians, has been arrested by operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency. Let me see, what's the law enforcement agency in America? Let's find that out. Drug Enforcement Agency, what they call it? DEA. Okay, that's what they call it. Yep, DEA here. So it's called NDLEA in Nigeria. And the pastor was nabbed on Monday, March 7th, 2022 at the airport in Ikeja, Lagos State, while on his way to a 3-week crusade in Nairobi, Kenya. Confirmed the arrest in a statement on Sunday, March 13th, NDLEA spokesperson Femi Babafemi said Ugochukwu, who has his church headquarters in somewhere in the east part of Nigeria, was arrested during the outward clearance of passengers on Ethiopian Airlines flight to Nairobi via Addis Ababa. When tested, the 54 sticks. Alright, so this was predictable. Now, how was this predictable to me? Now, listen, you could believe what you want to believe, alright? But when I see activities like this, it's called spiritual madness.
Are you sure you need miracle? Lift up your two hands, take miracle. All of you, stand up, all of you. Give me your hands, all of you. Come, run to me. Take it.
Shout out to Instablog Niger for putting this out. Shout out to Instablog Niger on Instagram.
Then how many children do you want? Because I know you want it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You told me?
No, sir.
You told somebody to tell me?
No, sir.
Can I help you?
Yes, sir.
Do you need miracle? Are you sure you need miracle? Are you sure you need miracle? Lift up your two hands, take miracle.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think, right? I'm sure you're probably a spiritual person too, and you're afraid of speaking to this kind of stuff. Listen, I don't care what kind of power he's using, but this looked like clown behavior to me, especially when I see a young man doing it, right? I don't care if it's authentic or not. There's nothing sustainable about telling people you want miracle, and they start falling. There's nothing sustainable about that. There's no real sense of principle of life, the way God created this world. It's about value first, and then you get in return. You give Mother Nature value, and then it multiplies it for you. That's how this world works. But the idea of miracles is going to fall out and right? I don't care what kind of evil spirit is using to make these people fall, or if it's planned. It really doesn't matter. What I can see is that this is predictably going to fall apart at some point. It's not sustainable, at least for individuals, at least on individual level, but potentially even on this level. And this guy just got nabbed for drug trafficking. It's never enough. It's never enough, because these young people, they want instant gratification. They lack patience when they're dealing with a young woman. They think she should be an adult. That's the new generation. She should just be an adult, right? Forgetting or capping on the idea that this is a romantic relationship, right? This behavior, you can see it everywhere. I want to know what your thoughts are. Let me play the next one real quickly.
Jesus! You be major one! You carry power inside of you! I come by apostolic anointing.
It's just showmanship. it's just clown behavior, showmanship. That's all it is, right? And you see a lot of young men, whatever, especially in a third world country, everyone is looking for some kind of miracle. People are looking for answers. So I don't judge them. I'm very careful with judging them, but it's sad. But again, we see this kind of behavior in different aspects of life. You see people flashing Lamborghinis. There was the Hush Puppy story. People thought, oh yeah, you know, he's making his money legit. No, that shit was obvious that he's stealing money, right? And I'm starting to really see that this is not obvious to everyone. You really need to work on yourself so that your spirit of discernment is on top notch, including when it's time to select a mate for life, including when it's time to move on your career in business, how you move in public. Doxing people, this kind of behavior will bite you in the butt. It will come back and backfire. You may think you're smarter than the rest of us. You're not smart. You're not. You can only see based off how you feel short term right now. You're in your emotions, and that always leads to destruction. Okay? That's what you're watching right here. All right? So that's him right there. He got arrested. 38 years old. 38 years old. He's going to be locked up for a while at least. So young man, slow and steady wins all the time. Listen, there's nothing wrong with a little fast success here and there, but you're going to pay your dues. I guarantee you. What are your thoughts? I want to know what you think about this. Please share your thoughts below. And please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much. I'll see you on the next one.